What up everybody, it's AJ and welcome back to more Satisfactory. In this one we are going to be basically trying to complete phase 2. I have everything starting to funnel into the main hub here, and so now it's just a matter of building all the necessary things needed to complete phase 2 and then moving on from there. So expect this one to just be a lot of just building and a lot of waiting, because it's 1,000 of each item except for the last one. It's like 100 for the last one. So yeah, this is gonna be quite something. And as you guys can see, I've also went ahead and started to build more for the sky bridge. Basically have them connected to their own respective buildings. I also went ahead and built windows around every building that I've already done, so it looks a little bit cleaner and nicer. Same thing over here. You know what, I'll go ahead and just show you guys real quick what my whole build looks like before we complete phase 2. So let me show you guys what we've done up to this point. So this right here is the main base for right now, unless it changes in the future, but this is what it is. We got the main space elevator up above. We have the hub and everything in the awesome shop right next to it on that top layer. Go down into the second layer underneath. This is where we're going to be building the assemblers in order to funnel everything up to the space elevator. And then the layers below this are kind of empty for now until there's a need for them. I don't know quite yet if they'll be used. We'll see. And then this bottom layer is just the very foundational things. So that's where pretty much everything's going to be funneling into. Kind of. I think I'm going to have the first floor dedicated to just being like the storage and all that. Who knows? I may actually just make it dedicated to the layer below the third layer. I'm not quite sure yet. But then right in front of all of this is our coal generator power plant. I'm only using 20 out of 24 right now, just because I need more coal in order to get those last 4 working. But yeah, that's how it all looks there. And then over here is the copper and iron factories. These are your standard resources. You got the copper on the left, which is just making the 3 essential copper items: the wire, the sheets, and the cable. And then these are this is the essential iron ones, with just the rods, the plates, and the screws. And then if we go over here, inside this waterfall cave is what I thought would be my bat cave, but that is put on hold for now because of a bug that's happening with the vehicles. I don't know if they'll ever be fixed. I don't know how to fix it. But yeah, until that gets fixed, I'm not really going to be messing with that. Over here is the start of a steel power generated plant, and as you can tell, it's just making the steel plates it's just making the steel beams and the steel pipes for now, and then it funnels up here to the sky bridge, which is basically just my way of getting to these buildings faster and using the hyper tubes, as well as it's also funneling the stuff to the main hub. So yeah, and then we also have the same thing going on over here. With this is like my sky tower comes up, and then it goes to my buildings over there, and you can see them in the distance. The one closest to us is the reinforced iron plates. The one to the left is the rotors, and the one to the far right is the modular frames, and they're all being funneled back to here, and like so. So yeah, that's what we've done up to this point. Now it's a matter of trying to basically get everything situated. So the first thing I'm going to be doing here is making my 6 assemblers that I can place underneath the space elevator. So let me go ahead and get those marked on my to-do list. Let's go ahead. We need 6 of these. And I'm going to need 48 reinforced iron plates and 24 rotors. We already have the cable, so this should be pretty quick. Okay, so this is how I have this floor lined up now. I have all 6 of my assemblers here on the 3rd floor. Now the material will be funneling in from underneath right here, and then the power is coming in from the corners right here from this single pole, and then connected to the wall. Now the assembler lines are all basically just going perfectly into each one of these right here, and then these are going up into the space elevator. So it's a pretty simple setup. That's a lot of Mach 1 conveyor belts and then just regular assemblers. Nothing crazy. Everything here is just Mach 1. Everything's powered. I just have to set up the respective things. But yeah, there you go. Pretty simple. This is how this layers is going to be. I can now kind of just enclose this with glass. And I'll basically call it done for now. Now what I'm going to have to do in order to get all of this stuff to look clean when it comes to funneling in all the material, I have to go underneath right here and start putting conveyor ceiling lifts right here so that it's not like all the way down here. I can just have it coming in and then come in through these conveyor lifts. So that's the next thing I got to do. What I mean by that is the ceiling thing. It's a conveyor belt thing that you can get from the Awesome Shop. So let me go ahead and do that. I actually got that to line up perfectly. It's crazy. I did not expect I could do that. I totally eyeballed that and I got that to work. Alright, they're all funneling down. That actually looks really cool. I like how that looks. Alright. So now we have a visual of everything coming down to this bottom floor. So these three are going to be for each respective item. So this is going to be for the smart plating. This right here is going to be for the versatile frameworks. And then this right here is going to be for the wiring, which is cable and stators, and I have nothing being made for stators. So what I have to do then is make another form for stators and wire. So this last one's gonna be interesting. All right, so this one's done. This is gonna be making the smart plating. Smart plating is now being funneled into here. So this will probably be operating soon. Yeah, it's getting the reinforced iron plates, it's getting the rotors. It just needs 2 per minute. That's gonna be moving pretty well. Cool. So we got one of the 3 items being produced. Make sure it's perfect turn. This one goes into, oh, I gotta do that first. That goes there. Just like so. So the modular frames go in there, and now we need the steel beams, which are way the hell over here. Conveyor belt is too long, it says, so that's fine. We'll just go right there. Put this belt into there. All right, so we now have the second one being made, which is for the versatile frameworks. So those are done. Lovely. I believe these are maxed out. Yeah, these are fully maxed out. I need to overclock this. It's getting 2 per minute, and it's getting way too much. I'm gonna actually start overclocking this. 5 per minute. That should be going pretty good. I'm trustful that that won't be too much. This is now being made. This is only able to make 5 per minute, but it's moving pretty well. I don't think I need to overclock this one. Automated wiring. I need to make stators and then get the cable up here. And stators require the pipes, steel pipes, and regular wire, I believe. This needs to be making the stators, steel pipe, and wire. So I actually need the cable and the wire to get over here. So I need to make a exit point for both of these items coming back to the main base. I literally just made this little skywalk thing right here just so that these can funnel underneath onto this floor. That's the only reason why I'm doing that, because they're just too far away. And then this one can just go up like so, and this should turn right perfectly into there. It's actually lined up pretty well. Nice. All right, so this needs to be making the stators, which is what it will be doing. And I'll just connect you to there. All right, and now these stators have to be funneling into this. So what I have to do is this needs to go out to here, go up like so. And this can go Need to actually make this foundation again so I can get underneath here. Alright. Okay, this comes out to here. That goes there. Now this one, I don't want it to clip, but I feel like it will. I don't really mind if it clips. It's okay if it clips because I'm not going to be able to see it. I'm not going to be up there. Okay, I feel like we got everything working now. This is making the stators. It's making 5 per minute. I think we are now working our way towards phase 2 for everything. I am quite sure that's how this is. I just gotta make sure everything's getting everything. So this should be getting, this is getting the stators. Is it getting the cable? It is now getting the cable. So over here is the cable and the copper wire. I have them coming in here, then funneling down into this floor right here. The wires going down into here with the pipes in order to make the stators. And then the cable is coming here, going directly into this assembler, which is making the stators, and the cable is making the advanced wiring into this one. And then these two right here are pretty simple because all it is just because the reinforced iron plates and the rotors are going straight into this one, which is making the smart plating. And this one's working at like max capacity, overclocked 3 times because it just, the production on this is just really well tuned. And this one is the versatile framework, which is taking the modular frames from this one and then the steel beams from over there, which is underneath right here. And they're just funneling, cutting across right here, going into here. And yeah, so that's basically how this is working. Pretty simple. I now have 3 extra assemblers for whatever could be in the next phase, whatever that could be. But yeah, this is all being operated on. Pretty cool how it worked out. Pretty clean. It's just gonna be a while for it to all to function and work because it needs to make 1,000 of each, and I can't really overclock or do anything else. So we're just gonna let it go, and then it'll be done eventually. Go down here, boom. It's like a office building. It looks really cool. I like how that looks. All nice and clean. Nice. Our main base is starting to actually form and become a huge factory. So over here in the cave where the quartz is, I remember there being a rock that you can blow up. Let's go ahead and blow that thing up and see what's behind it. I actually am curious to see what's over there. I need to get the detonator in my inventory. I have it in my storage. Alright, I don't know what's back here, but I am gonna blow it up. So let's go ahead and equip this. Press R to reload. Throw this. That was a horrible throw, but there we go. Alright, it blew up. What's back here? Did I find anything? Oh wait, I can blow up a lot more of that. Wait. What did I find? It's a lot of plants. Okay. Did I discover another cave? Or this is just giving me access to that poison cave, isn't it? Oh. Nope, 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 nope. 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 Nope, nope. Nope, I saw it. No way. Nope. Hell no. Not going over there. Okay. Nope. Not a thing. No way, Jose. Not happening. Nope. Nope, nope. I saw it, and I ain't dealing with that. Hell no. No way. First off, Frameworks is almost halfway. This is taking a very long time. I thought this would be pretty fast, but 1,000 of each is just insane, and it's not like they're overclocked. Like I can't go any further. They're going full like 100% efficiency. Well, this one I can't do it because I don't have enough steel beams, but this one like is maxed out and can only go to 5. Like it's so slow. You know what? While this is going, I think I'm gonna go grab a bite to eat. I'll see you guys when I come back and when this thing is done. I don't know how long this is gonna take, but it sure is taking a while. Alright, it has been a very long time. This took way longer than I thought it would be. I actually ended up getting lunch, taking a nap, and then coming back. And now we're finally done. 1,000, 1,000, 100. And it even says 14 days since the last incident. I don't know what that means, but let's go ahead and submit this. Get this all disconnected and turned off so I don't have these running in the background unless they're needed for future things. But stand by and stand by. I have a feeling that I could get like smart splitters or something, which would probably make it so I don't have to keep dismantling these conveyor belts under here, and then it'll just it'll just funnel the correct ones. That, or I don't know if it's that or if it's priority. I have no idea. I don't quite remember what's what. But let's go ahead and send this. We're done with phase 2. Let's go ahead and see what's next. What do we unlock here? Load it. Seal it. And send it.
Welcome to the Project Assembly Pioneer
we got something new.
Congratulations, the Phase 2 project part shipment is now ready for delivery. On delivery, Phase 2 will be completed and the construction dock will be constructed.
Construction dock.
After completion of Phase 2,
5 and
the
6.
technologies of Tiers 5 and 6 will become available in the hub.
Ooh, jetpack.
These might feel intimidating after
Ooh,
your previous
jetpack.
experience, but
No,
rest
but the
assured
jetpack.
that you would not be here if you were entirely incompetent.
The jetpack is
Highlights
huge.
are oil production, railway
Oil.
transportation, the
We can do
jetpack,
trains
and
now.
many more. Completing Phase 3 of Project Assembly is your next main objective. Just remember to focus on producing and delivering the project parts, and Fixit's faith in you will be strengthened.
So I need versatile frameworks for phase 3. Watch it get sent up to space and built. I gotta get a good view. Wait. Wait. Climb this ladder. I want to see this get made. Send it up. Oh. Oh.
Phase 2 of Project Assembly completed. You have been performing more
Oh, look at all the new buildings being
and are
built.
closer than ever to saving the day. Perhaps you were the right choice for the job. Time will tell. You will now enter Phase 3 of Project Assembly. Continue as you are, and there should be no issue. For humanity. For Fixit.
For humanity and for Fixit. Oh, dude, that looks sick. Okay. Does that say 2,500 versatile frameworks? What the hell? Well, phase 2 is now done. Let's see what are the next objectives that we can work with. It's probably don't be related to Tier 5, the Jetpack. I can easily make that, and I really want to get that. You got Tier 5, Logistics Mach 4, what the hell? Fluid Packaging, and Fuel Powered Generator, Petroleum Power, Fluid Packaging, Logistics, you get the truck, Oil Packaging, all this different oil. That sounds fun. And then the Jetpack. I probably want to get the Jetpack, and then I probably want to start to get like guns and stuff, so I'm not having to melee everything I see. I believe in the research, if I go down to sulfur, you get the rifle right here, which requires some oil, and I'm probably don't want to get that. I also probably need, that's just a rifle and rifle ammo. So yeah, I probably want to do that, but I have to get this first, which I have to get the the blue stuff unlocked, whatever that is. I don't get that unlocked until oil processing. So it's all related to oil. I have to find oil. All right, well, that's gonna be it for this one, guys. We are ready to move on and expect in the next one the jetpack to be the next objective that we do. And if we figure out that that's going to be pretty quick, then we'll move on to the next objective in the same tier. I'm just going to work along through tier 5 in order, and probably just dedicate it to oil if that's the case. But I want to see how the jetpack works, which I have an assumption that the jetpack is going to require oil in order to work, so I may as well just dedicate the whole video to oil next time. I don't know. That's probably what's going to happen. Who knows? But yeah, thanks again for watching, and I'm excited to see where we move on from here. We're starting to get our main base starting to form, and it's starting to come together. I really dig it. So thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Peace.